Do you notice yet that it's really hard now to make goals happen and to reach them? Do you have a thing in you that has an outcome that you want and then you let go of it, or it's just unattainable? That's because we are moving out of a world that is certainty based. There's a character that we needed to be at one point that was really good at knowing the outcome they want. They could see a goal. I want to make this much money. I want to do this outcome. I want to create a business. I want to get the person. But the real truth is that we are formed from the unknown, and our desire and our soul wants to connect from an unknown. It's not actually what our bodies are meant to do, to be completely attached to making sense and being so attached to certainty and having to have an answer to everything. You'll notice meditation, letting go, takes you to a field of unknown. Now this unknown, the certainty-based mind goes, this is nothing. But the soul goes, this is everything. When we allow ourselves to merge with the unknown, we're actually connecting to God. And our ego doesn't need to run the show. And our ego has decided in the past that what it's here to do is tell God what it wants, and God's your butler. But the truth is we want to follow what God wants for us and allow ourselves to surrender and not have to be so egoically in charge. Our job is to be in surrender so that real magic can happen for us. We want to move to a world of miracles and not our control. Control will not work. And people are freaking out because they think who they are as a controller of circumstances, and now our circumstances aren't running the way our control wants it to. We are instead something so much more miraculous, and we're moving to a time where our control must fall off. Your body is holding all of the things that cause you to need to feel control. In other words, it might be feeling loneliness, so the control is I'll get the relationship. It might be feeling like you're a failure, so the control is I'll go create a business. Our body is unconsciously holding all of the stuff, our past, our regrets, our fear, our pain, our guilt, our shame. What happens if you go into the unknown? You let go of what your body's holding on to. You stop covering it up with addictions. You instead let yourself embrace the unknown. That's actually the truth. And you let yourself release what no longer can control anything, because the ego that's separate from source can't do it anymore. And we are moving to a time where source will work through you, and you will just rest in that source, and you don't need to know what it's doing. You don't need to have a plan for the future. It wants to work through you. This weekend, December 13th and 14th, is our first ever online event where you can pay what you want. It's called Out with the Old, In with the Now. You are going to merge this weekend, connect to that infinite field that doesn't make sense to the mind but makes sense to your soul. And we're going to release the old world, because you cannot go into 2026 holding all that stuff anymore. It's time for us to move out the old energy by connecting to the now. And we're going to merge with the now. We're going to do guided meditations. We're going to watch spontaneous healings. It could be you that we talk to this weekend. Join us for a life-changing event that you will not be able to come back from. And when you release this stuff, you release it permanently. Pay what you want. Click on the link in my bio and join us on Out with the Old, In with the Now. Don't miss it.